Several years ago, I had the opportunity to go and visit South Korea. I was the vice president of a global nonprofit, and they were sending me as an ambassador just to kind of meet some leaders and some volunteers and spend some time with some people. And I was extremely excited about this privileged opportunity. The only thing that had me a little nervous was the food. Now, in general, I love Asian food, but I was going to a completely different country where they were going to serve all kinds of different food that I'd never been exposed to. And I wasn't quite sure, well, what do I do when I get there? If they serve me something I don't like, how do I manage this? Because it's incredibly disrespectful to not eat food that's offered to you. And I wanted to show them respect in every single thing that I did. So I developed a strategy that helped me, and I think it can help you, not only with food, but with a whole bunch of other things. Here's what I did. The first night I got there, they took us to a sushi restaurant. And as is customary, they ordered for us, which means I had no choice as to what I was going to eat. And they brought it out family style and spread it out on the table for everybody to eat. Now, this presents a problem. I have no idea totally what all this stuff is. I didn't choose any of it, but I still have to make a choice as to what I'm going to eat because they expect that I'm going to be eaten and enjoy it. Because as my hosts, they really want me to have a good time, and they really want me to enjoy the food they're serving in their culture. So here's what I did. I took one of each kind of the sushi that they ordered and put it on my plate. And then I ate each one in turn and made notes in my mind of which ones I enjoyed the most and which ones I enjoyed less. And then, because they're watching and they want me to eat more than just the little tiny plate I took, I picked the ones that I enjoyed the most and put more of those on my plate and didn't choose the rest of them. They would continue to eat, and when the ones I enjoyed the most were gone, they ordered more of what I enjoyed. Because they saw, he likes this one, let's get him more of it. Now, I kept doing this over and over throughout my time in the country, and it helped me tremendously engage with them and enjoy their food and enjoy their company and enjoy their culture because I could find the paths where what I enjoyed and what they were offering met perfectly. What does this have to do with you? Some of you are saying, well, I'm not going on an international trip. I'm not sure that I'm ever going to eat that kind of food. But it also applies to a bunch of other things as well. Because it's a good model for making decisions when you actually have to make a decision and you don't know what's being offered. See, lots of times in life we face this moment of trying to decide on a hobby or pick where we're going to volunteer or even pick a subject that we're going to study in school or maybe even pick a place to rent or own a home like a neighborhood. But there's a lot of unknowns there, and we didn't get to pick them necessarily because the neighborhood may have this, or this course of study may have these other things in it, or even these volunteer subjects may be interesting to us, but not necessarily at that particular place. So how do we make a decision with a lot of unknowns in front of us? My answer is simple. Eat and move in the direction that you find joy. Well, how would you do that? It's actually really simple. You find ways to sample each one of those opportunities in the smallest, most complete way possible. That doesn't mean you just kind of get a look at it online or take a pamphlet or talk to one person. You may actually have to go and engage in it the first time. You may have to eat it the first time and say, ooh, I'm not sure I'm really into this. But if you're interested in a subject and you say, maybe I should learn more about that, there's classes offered at libraries that you can go learn about. If you want to try out a hobby, there's introductory nights where they'll share with you, here's what this looks like, and here's the introductory things, and here's what's fun about this, and here's all the things that are needed to keep going. If you're saying you want to move into a neighborhood, you can easily go to a community event and just see what's going on in that neighborhood. Do I enjoy the kinds of events that are happening in this place? Do I like the people? Is this my kind of place? You can test those things out in small scales, in bite sizes, and then decide which one do I enjoy the most. Because you can't do all of them, and I couldn't obviously eat all of the food. I probably would have been sick eating everything all the time. So find the one that brings you joy. After taking all of those experiments, take the time to evaluate which one is it that brought me the most joy, which hobby, which volunteer opportunity, which course of subject, which even place to live, which neighborhood brought me the most joy, and move in that direction. If you learn to eat in the direction of your joy and move in the direction of your joy, you will continue to foster life-giving opportunities while experimenting with a wonderful set of possibilities to find the ones that bring you the most joy, the most satisfaction as you move forward in life.